Have you ever heard of the Narcissist Bible, aka the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene?
Woo! The 48 Laws of Power is his Bible. And if you're new here, I actually have narcissistic personality disorder. So I've been swearing by this book for a very, very long time. I've actually read it 3 times. I'm actually reading it again right now as we speak. I've always said that book is a book about manipulation and how to manipulate people to get what you want out of life. It is literally like the handbook to being like the ultimate narcissistic person. And no disrespect to Mr. Green himself, but like look at my page and read the 48 Laws of Power. You see exactly what's going on my page. My favorite law, Law 5. So much depends on reputation, guard it with your life. I don't feel the need to attack people because my reputation speaks for itself. I've been telling y'all the truth since day one. I don't have to go out of the way to prove anything to anybody. So if you try to smear me, you make yourself look bad because I've been truthful since day one. That book is rough, y'all. I love it. But if you're looking for a book on how to deal with narcissists, read this book right here, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You make people feel like they've won, but you've actually won. Hope this helps. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware diagnosed narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for narcissistic personality disorder, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. This series right here is dedicated to just making my TikToks and my YouTube shorts longer. They are 60 seconds or less. This is going to be a lot longer than 60 seconds because, you're already over a minute in if you listen to that. So, today we're going to talk about books. Like you saw the 48 Laws of Power right there, but today we're going to focus on the books. Some of the books that have helped me and some of the books that can help you deal with narcissistic people. Because this is one of the main things that I've learned on this journey. Like the 48 Laws of Power, to me, that's a book 100% about manipulation. It just is. That's a book for manipulators to learn how to be better manipulators, or for you to learn how to deal better with manipulators. I love the book. I really do feel like that is the code right there for manipulators. It just is, because that book right there tells you like the laws. Learn how to be a better manipulator. You want more friends. Use your enemies as friends, and friends is. I'm telling you, read. I'm saying, dog. I'm talking about one of my homeboys. But read that book, y'all. I'm telling you, it's dark. It's super dark. I've read it like 3 times. I'm reading it. I'm almost finished with it again. Like y'all, that book. And applying the laws to that book have helped me tremendously get to where I am right now in life. Because I use it on my social media platform. Like I told y'all, my favorite law is, let people kind of fall in over themselves. Law 5. You know what I mean? Protect your reputation. Your reputation is everything. Protect it at all costs. My reputation right here, I'm being up front and honest with you. I don't hide stuff from you. So I'm just like, look, if I'm not hiding nothing from you, you can't find nothing to use against me. That's my biggest thing, that people always want to try to find something to use against people. But if you know, at the end of that video, I talk about another book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That book right there is a great, great book. I've read that book too, though. That book right there helped my mind, just figure out how to, not necessarily manipulate people worse, but show me how to deal with manipulators. If you want to know how to deal with a narcissist and you have to stay with this person, you have to deal with this person, you have to co-parent with this person, you need to read How to Win Friends and Influence People, because it's about creating win-win situations where you actually are winning. You create a situation where the other person doesn't necessarily win, but you don't lose. You still get what you want by giving them a little bit of what they want and need. Sometimes that's how you have to co-parent with these people. Sometimes that's how you have to deal with some people like this, because they'll drive you crazy if you allow them to. Literally, point blank period. How to Win Friends and Influence People was one of the books that I've read a ton of books, y'all. I've read literally a ton of books. These 2 books right here just stick out to me because they're just they can be the same and they can be used for the opposites type of stuff. So How to Win Friends and Influence People can be used to kind of learn how to deal with narcissistic bosses or coworkers or co-parents and things of that nature. So those two books right there have literally helped change my life for the better. And I love those 2 books. You know what I mean? I still read them. I will go back and read those books again and again and again. And another book, if you're trying to find a reason, you're trying to find the strength to leave your narcissistic person, to leave a toxic relationship, you need to read the book Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, because that will help you find your why. That will help you find your purpose to keep going. And sometimes keep going means leaving this toxic situation. Because Man's Search for Meaning is a book about how I forgot the character's names in it, but it's written by Viktor Frankl, and he was a Jewish person that during the Holocaust, he was in the internment camps. He lost his family, lost his friends, He had to find a reason to survive. He said most people in there die, like a lot of people, not most, most people incinerated and stuff like that, gas. But he said a lot of people died because they just gave up. They had no reason to live. They had no reason, no purpose to live. So they just literally just gave up on life. They stopped wanting to live. They stopped wanting to move forward. And that's how that book is kind of about like learned helplessness. When you feel like this is all you deserve. You feel like there's no way out, so I might as well get used to this lifestyle. There's no way out, so I might as well get used to living like this. There's no way out, so this is all I deserve. And plus, you've been with a narcissist for a long time. You've been conditioned to think that anyway. Learned helplessness means you just accept that you're helpless, that there's nothing you can do. Get out of you have to break that state right there. In that book, Man's Search for Meaning, will help change your existence because it helps you find a reason to go forward. Because them people died, like the Holocaust. They were in those camps, and he saw his friends fighting. He saw his friends getting incinerated, gas chamber. He saw his family getting taken away. Like, man, he had to find a reason to live and keep going forward. And he survived. He wrote this book. This is one of the best books I've ever read in my life. One of the greatest books I've ever read in my life was Man's Search for Meaning, because that's what it did. It helped me find meaning. I think a lot of narcissistic people, we get lost in the sauce. Shout out consciously. We get lost in the sauce of trying to figure out what we are trying to do, like why we exist. You know what I mean? I feel like, I just feel like that's one of the, like, finding a reason why we are alive. I'm looking at this other book name. But it'll help you out though. That's what I'm telling you. And that's literally what I just feel like once you get out of, like, once you figure out your meaning, your purpose behind your life, I feel like that helps you survive a narcissistic situation. I just feel like it does. Man's Search for Meaning. And there's another book I heard. It's called Coming Out of the Fog. You know what I mean? Out of the Fog. I think it's Out of the Fog. It's called Out of the Fog. It's by Dana Morningstar. I haven't read it myself, but when I'm talking to so many people on one-on-ones, I'm talking to other people dealing with narcissistic abuse, I'm talking to I'm talking to survivors and victims and things like that. That's one of the books that they recommend right there. It's called Out of the Fog by Dana Morningstar. FOG is an acronym. It stands for fear, obligation, and guilt. Those are the three of the things that keep you in a toxic situation: fear, obligation, and guilt. Those are the three things that they focus on in that book. The fear of leaving, the obligation you feel like you owe this person, and the guilt that might also come with leaving this person as well. So those are the few books that I can recommend to y'all. If you like this video, let me know. I'll do a little bit more research and get a little bit more information on some other books that could possibly help other people out as well, possibly help out other survivors and things like that. Because I'm going to start reading more books here. Because like I said, I'm not a book nerd by any means, but I love books. I am a book nerd. I'm embarrassed to be a reader. Like, hey guys, I'm scared to read. Anyways, y'all, like and subscribe for more. Mental Illness is out. Peace.